into the game to kind of help bring people into the game, make it kind of easy, because it's so systems based. A lot of people start it up and then they're like, I don't know what to do, and there's like, well, there's 50 things you could do, and it's like, I don't know which of the 50 things to do. So we created a demo quest. It's really like in your face. So let's see if we can do the demo quest.
Okay, that's a new game because I don't have a save yet.
Yeah. So far.
So we get to
So
name
far.
it?
Yeah, you can name it.
Oh, okay. What do we want to name it?
I don't know. That's a good use of the chat.
Yeah. All right.
I am monitoring the chat.
All right. If anyone wants their voice to be heard and has a recommendation, let us know in the chat.
So far, from what you've seen, this is exactly the same as Minecraft. Is that a fair statement?
Yes, I was actually thinking that. I wasn't gonna say it, but I was thinking it.
You're a stream, Hannah. You can say whatever you want.
Okay. But yeah, no, so far very Minecrafty, which, I mean, I love Minecraft, so.
Okay, well, go ahead and name it.
Alright. We are gonna call it... We're not gonna get... No, I'm gonna name it after... Can I name it after Star Wars Planet?
Sure. I don't think George is watching this, so I think we can get away with it.
Okay, we're gonna call it Camino. And then we're gonna hit generate world.
Hey, welcome, Drow28. Look at you, Hannah. You're generating the world.
I am generating a world.
How do you feel?
Great. I'm so excited.
So what it's doing here is creating your unique world for you, and all these little pieces of text that are throwing up are like decisions that it's made through the AI in the background, trying to like make this world for you. So we want we set about 1,000 years of history, and oh, Drow saying our voice sounds are off.
Oh.
Like muted?
Like muted or like...
Yeah, that's a good question. Let's see. Oh, Hannah's volume's way too low.
Ah, that tends to be a problem that I have.
Okay, the game audio sounds fine, but your voice is too low. Yeah, and nobody's watching this stream to see me.
Okay, let's see. Sorry.
They're here to see you.
This is a problem that anyone in Commander Orca stream has noticed before. It's like, my audio is always too low. I don't know if I talk too quiet for the mic to pick it up.
Crank it, Hannah! Crank it!
It's on full volume! Oh no!
Well, then I guess maybe you can lower everything else?
Ah, yeah.
Okay, Shattensturm is he's excited to play. Drow28, we have watched you for 7 years now.
Wow.
Oh man, they've watched my hair recede. They've watched the fat increase over these years that I've been making this game. I don't know if anybody cares, but when I started this game, I had one child in like a car seat. Like I would go to like a meeting and the baby would be in the car seat, baby Claire, and I just call her and she would like sleep in it. And now she's 10. She's 10 and she's like, Daddy, can I play your game? Daddy, when's the game gonna be done? Because the entirety of her life, from cradle to now, being in grade 5 and doing like fractions and multiplication, like her dad's been making Archmage Rises. Like, apparently that's all she knows. Like, oh yeah, you know, I have a dad, he makes a game, he makes one game, does it for my entire life. Anyway, so yeah, so it's amazing that Drow28 has been following this for 7 years. I appreciate your patience.
Okay.
Okay, have we solved our volume problem for Hannah?
We're balanced.
Hopefully. Okay.
Okay.
So you look at that. You got your own world.
Wow. I have a lot of people. Wow, that's enough. And I have 4 unique people.
Okay. Josh is getting bored.
Okay, sorry. Let's go. Okay, so start game. If I delete the world.
Still too low. He's saying still too low.
How about now? Now everything will probably need to be turned up louder.
You're about to hit a loading screen, so you might as well start up and
Alright.
you can adjust the volume.
Okay, I'm gonna hit start game. If I delete the world, that feels like they just told me to all these people and history and things. That kind of feels like awful to delete that world.
Okay, so Josh says you gotta pump your volume higher. Or again, just crank everything down.
Okay, let's just be really extreme. Is this better?
Yeah. Yeah, Josh says you gotta double your volume. Did you double it?
It's at like 100%.
Did you reduce everything else?
I did.
What a bunch of amateurs here. Oh well. For those that have been watching us for 7 years, they know it's amateur hour. Over here at Defiance. Oh, Josh says it's better. Okay.
Oh, awesome. The delay was not helping, probably.
Okay. Okay, Drow says it's better too. We got it seconded. Okay, so Hannah, here is your world.
Alright. I feel like, should I read it to everyone?
I don't know, is that a thing?
Sometimes people do that, sometimes people don't. I feel like it's better than me just staring at this, because I'm gonna read it. This is important.
Yeah, you're gonna read it, you better.
Alright, okay. 346 years ago, the Empire fell, brought to ruin by Ulrich the Free. Legends speak of other great people. Miranda of Sedmore, the most powerful fire sorceress to ever walk the earth. Donan the Tall, who led a crusade against the orc hordes of the frozen north. Tamalid the Angrith, who brought 5 years of peace to the land of Valen, with nothing but his vial and his voice. Most of the land is ruled by the noble house of Symor, master architects and negotiators. They have steadily extended their influence through the building of strategic castles and even more strategic marriages. Opposed to them are the fanatical mercenaries of the Wardos clan, who have sworn themselves to a holy vendetta against House Symor, which no amount of gold will persuade them to break. A lesser noble house, the young line of Jacoblar, is fighting their way to power with every weapon at their disposal. Intrigue, trade, even force of arms. They will stop at nothing to claim their place among the mighty of Valen. In a quiet quarter of the land lies a peaceful village, ruled by a minor lord of the house of Jacoblar. War hasn't touched this humble community in centuries, since well before the Empire fell. But wolves lurk nearby, often glimpsed in the forests at dusk. Rumors of Edens keep all but the most brave or most foolhardy close to home. It is exactly 6:58 p.m. on December 7th. The peace of the village is broken by a woman's desperate cry.
Don't forget yet.
Oh no!
Clicked it.
I'm sorry.
Anyway,
I can pause
it. You can't go back to it. No, it's fine. Go back to the game.
Okay, sorry.
So, anyways, I was just gonna say, like, all of that is also procedurally generated. Like, that's pulling from the history that you saw being generated, and so it's not in the game yet. You can't play it, but the factions that are in the game that are vying for control and such, like, you're going to be able to influence those factions. And so this is giving you like the setup of the world, and that setup is new. Okay, so
that's amazing. That I'm impressed at that. Like, that's really, really, really cool. because it was also like a good story. Like it was, I'm intrigued. I hit go because I got a little too excited there. I was like, oh, what's gonna happen?
So you can thank Nolan for that. Nolan's a great writer that just joined us.
Oh,
and,
awesome. Thank
I'll
you,
put that
Nolan.
together.
Good job. Okay. Are we ready to continue?
Yeah.
A warm darkness surrounds you. Suddenly, the walls begin to close in. You're being pressed from all sides. Just before it seems like the weight of the world will crush you, it relents. You twist away, seeking peace. It returns. You wriggle and writhe as this irresistible force thrusts you from your sanctuary. Then a deluge of sound crashes over you. Light floods your eyes. The midwife joyfully announces, "It's a splotchy baby!" And we get to choose which we are. I'm going to choose girl. The baby girl's name is Olympia. I like that name. The midwife proclaims, "It's a splotchy baby girl named Olympia." As you grow, so do your chores. The life of a peasant is not an easy one. Still, your days are full and your nights are quiet and your companions are never far away. Who do you spend the most time with in the village? Temlinia, the bard, life of the feast. Alidona, the scholar, disciple of the written word. Jackman the tailor, master craftsman. Or random village children, random interests, dislikes, and skills. This is cool, so I get to make choices. Are people gonna judge my choices?
Oh, 100%.
Okay, great.
But yeah, this is one of the things I don't like in role-playing games is I fire up the role-playing game, I'm excited to play this thing, and then they hit me with a bunch of stats, and they're like, I don't know what intelligence does and charisma does, and but I'm like putting points in things. I'm like, I don't know. I just want to like play, right? So we thought that role playing your childhood would be a good way to do kind of character creation.
Wow.
And what you're seeing right now in the demo that we have is just like a tiny bit of playing it out. So you're going to hit like a few scenarios, but and there's only a couple that come with the demo right now. But Nolan is going to be figuring that out and getting a lot more. And you actually, it's even possible to die while making your character.
Oh my gosh.
So that's cool. Yeah, just some of the choices you make, and it should be obvious that you're probably going to die. But anyway, you make some choices, you die, and like that's it. That's your life. You only get one life to live. And if you make some dumb choices during childhood, then that's it. You're gone.
Wow. That's so cool. I mean, not dying during childhood, that's awful. That's so sad, but,
That's horrible.
But the idea of, like, these choices, I love that your choices just, like, have an impact on the game. And you could accidentally just end the game entirely. That's so awesome. Alright. So I'm going to choose to spend most of my time in the village with Alidona the Scholar, disciple of the written word, because I don't know, I'm a person who likes to learn things, so that seems like a lot of learning, which I like.
So in a lot of roguelikes, we talk about starting kits and such, and so making these choices during your childhood is kind of setting up your starting kit, right? So you see like your skills, you're getting skill boosts and some conversational interest things.
Awesome. Okay. So I'm seeing, Alidona is a meticulous scholar with a sharp mind and a subtle tongue. Glory may be shaped with the steel, but it is tempered with the pen. She reminds you as you help her compile her notes on the fall of lost Narcidon. So I see those skills that you're talking about, that now I got scholarship +5, persuasion +5, and my conversation interests are politics, philosophy, and history, and astronomy. And I got a minus on tales and fighting arts, which is really cool and interesting. I'm going to choose Alidona, because I see I got a persuasion +5 and an astronomy, and I like those things a lot, so... As soon as you are visited by the first signs of magical ability, your poor parents begin saving for your future education. Now you're old enough to study to be a mage. These are the 3 tutors they can afford. Castania. Begin with Dispel Magic and +2 power to arcane spells. Brannon. Begin with light, freeze, and invisibility spells, and a +2 power to fire and ice spells. And Amarek. Begin with combat spell, magic missile spell. Combat spell, magic missile spell, and +2 power to storm spells. Do you have any strategic recommendations for me here at this point?
Nope. Since you can't upgrade your spells right now because it's broken,
Okay.
these are the only spells you're gonna get. So choose
okay.
wisely.
That's really good to know. I like that Brandon.
So Peculiar says you can't go wrong with magic missiles.
That's true. You can blow stuff up. Although I like that we have light, freeze, and invisibility spells with Brandon. I feel like invisibility is gonna be useful for inevitably when things start to go wrong and I need to maybe vanish from a fight or something like that, hopefully. I think I'm gonna go with Brandon. Although magic missiles is always a good option. Yeah, I'm gonna go with Brandon. This also looks like the most variety of type of spell, I think, which I like. Okay, expelled. Just months before passing your tests and graduating as a mage, you've been unjustly expelled. Oh, taking only.
Life.
Oh my gosh. Taking only what you could steal on your way out, you enter the harsh adult world at 16 years old. Penniless, lost, an illegitimate mage. Oh, that's so frustrating. Okay.
So one of the reasons that, like I said before, there's like going to be more that you can do. So there's like a whole like playing out school. I mean, not too long. It's not going to be like 20 minutes long or whatever, but just there's some choices that you can make during school. So we skipped ahead of all that and just got right to the, hey, you're expelled. Okay. So there's actually a number of ways that you get expelled. And then there's friends that you make along the way, so that when you start the game, you already have some pre-established relationships and enemies that you made in school.
Oh.
And so one of the things that I think people might like as a goal is to go and enact revenge against the teacher that expelled you, for instance, right? If you get powerful enough, you can go back. And so this idea of having like every person that you encounter exists in the world, and you can go and talk to them and befriend them or attack them. I just find it very grounding. It makes it a lot more realistic, like a role-playing game, tabletop role-playing game.
Yeah, that's so cool. And it says I've been unjustly expelled, which I like justice, so that makes me mad. But it didn't say who, so I guess I just kind of speed ran accidentally.
Well, it's your teacher.
Oh, my teacher did. Okay.
We get a question from Draw for Life. Are you always expelled, or can you make it through school? I haven't fully decided on that. So generally speaking, you're always expelled. It's just like why that changes. But maybe it's more interesting that there's some chance that you don't get expelled. What I was hoping is that you're expelled, and that kind of first goal of the game is like, oh crud, I'm not even allowed to be a mage. My first goal is just to get legit, and there's like a lot of ways in the game to become legit as a mage. So it's like trying to be a dentist without getting your medical license, right? Yeah. It's like people don't want that, right? No. So it's like, how am I going to go about solving that? And there's like the bad way, which is like you can get a fake one, or there's the good way of getting it, legitimately and stuff. So we'll see when we get to it. Character creation, this whole thing that you're playing through right now, we're actually going to do that last. That's the last thing we're going to do before we release the game, just so it's super fresh for everybody, and they haven't like played it to death during early access. So right now you just get this kind of dumbed down version.
Awesome. I mean, like even. It's so cool.
Yeah, the back alley mage simulator.
Oh yeah, but even that, like you could play the game a bunch of times and make new choices and see how that plays out is so cool.
Hannah,
yes.
I don't want to blow your mind, but we just tripled our audience to 156.
Wow. Okay. Hi everyone. Welcome. Okay.
People love watching you read. Apparently.
Oh my gosh, that's great. I'm so glad to hear that because that's what I've been doing so far. Yeah, this is a super cool way of doing character creation.
Thanks.
Alright, no problem. Continue. Let's go. Okay. Alright, so I am standing outside of a town. I have to choose to enter a town when I am close to it. All of a sudden, my
You got a tutorial thing.
Okay.
That's tutorial.
Okay. Okay, I see. That's the log. Tutorials can be turned off. Okay. From Emma Tully of the Squall's End Chapter House of the Conclave of Mages and Enchanters in Veilwood. That's a mouthful. That sounds important. My superiors in the Conclave have learned of your dismissal from your studies to become a full-sworn mage and, for reasons I cannot imagine, have decided to give you a second chance. Please report to me at the chapter house of Squall's End, where I will explain the details. It seems they have a special job for you. Ignore this summons at your peril. Well, I don't want to peril, so I'm not going to ignore this summons.
So that's what I was talking about earlier, that it's the demo quest is very in your face, right? Because, and it's a little railroady.
Okay.
Maybe it's a lot railroady, but just because we're trying to get people like going and stuff. So the real game isn't gonna like hit you with that. We made that just for this demo experience right now.
Okay.
The real game is far more self-guided.
Okay.
So, okay.
Okay. So I have choices to leave.
So I don't know if this impresses you at all, but that village there is like, that's all procedurally generated, like figuring out the houses and the buildings and where to place them, and you know who's outside of town and who's close to the center of town and such.
Wow, no, that really impresses me. That is so cool. Look at that little village. It did so well.
Water to the east and hills to the west.
Wow, that's so cool. Look at it. It did such a good job of this little town. Okay, so now it's giving me options to leave the town, sneak into the town by other means, or enter the town gate. Okay, Squall's End. Renown unknown. Guard encounter chances 0%. Okay. Oh, the gate toll. Oh, I have money though. I can pay that gate toll. What was the? Can I? Let's see. That's not. How do I find the letter that I was just reading? Here it is. It doesn't do anything. This is the right town. I'm just gonna walk right in.
Like you own the place?
Yeah, exactly. I'm just gonna pay my money. I'm just gonna walk in and be like, "Hi, I'm here in town," and hope nobody hates that right away. Gold coins. At first, just having enough money to eat will be hard. There are many ways to earn coins, quests, harvesting, selling resources. Okay, it's nice that it tells me, though, in the tutorial, how to earn money. Because I've had games that don't, and you starve, and it's really unfortunate. So, I was summoned to the Conclave, right? So that's, I'm debating, should I explore the town a little and do that, or should I just go straight for like the main quest stuff?
Are you asking your audience?
Yes, I'm asking you and my audience what kind of approach we want. Do we want my random like getting distracted and being like, I'm gonna go into the outfitters and do that a bunch of times before I actually do something with plot? Then I mean, maybe I don't know.
The first advice from Chat and Sturm is don't summon demons.
Okay, got it. We're not going to do that. Next piece of advice. I was paying attention, but apparently my reading comprehension suddenly diminished from reading words, and I can't seem to figure out. Let's see. So I'm supposed to go to Squall's End Chapter House of the Conclave of... So that's this one, right?
Yeah.
Yes. Okay. So, are there any other recommendations? Do you have a recommendation? Should I go straight here or explore around?
You should probably continue the quest.
Alright. Okay, interacting. This is the person that manages the building. Okay. Own life. You conduct business with them, or build a relationship with them. Talk menu. People remember what you say and how you treat them. Your relationship with this person is tracked with this bar. Okay, how do I get them to, like, how do I be as nice as possible to them as I can? What can I do for you today?
I don't know how you ended up on this. Yeah, click the X and you'll go back to the original prompt. There's a little X in the corner. It's clearly not bright enough.
I see it. No, that's me. Sorry. I'm...
This is where you're supposed to have started. I'm not sure if we made a mistake there.
It's possible I just somehow did that
so
accidentally.
If you want to be nice to the person, so let me just back up and explain this. So every NPC is generated, and so we have a portrait generator, which is taking a whole bunch of face pieces and heads and noses and mouths and sticking them all together. And then we also have some aging tech that will take someone and age them, to the appropriate age. So 20-year-old and a 50-year-old like look different in the game, but consistently look the same. So okay, you looked for the X for 10 minutes, so you're not the only one. So we'll get Jesse, our UI queen, on that. Make that thing brighter. But so you have this person in front of you, and then you have your standard interactions. There's some quest-based interactions there, and then the services that they offer, and then you have ways of interacting with them as a person, and that's what you see: the let's chat, insult, and how's your day going. And those are trying to be kind of like The Sims, where there's a number of options, but based on the current flow of the conversation, these are the options that you can make right now. And then once you choose something, then the conversation moves forward and you get new options.
Okay, so right off the bat, I'm going to say I'm not going with insult. That's an easy decision. Just cross that one off the list. If anyone wants to see what happens when you're mean to people, I guess you could do that. You play. I'm not going to do that.
Do that yourself.
Okay, I'm gonna start with how's your day going? That's always like, when you ask people that, I don't know, interact as humans. And yeah, so how's your day going? Counting my blessings. Okay. Here,
it may not be clear, it probably isn't, but behind the scenes, there's like a database of like 1,000 responses that she could make, and we're filtering that through who she is and what her current mood is. You see there's a little gem in the top corner, her current mood, and what her current relationship level is with her. So she's in a warm mood, right? So she says, count your blessings. So it's figuring out what to say back based on this person in this mood, in this moment, in this conversation.
Okay,
and there's a lot more to come with this. Just getting this working for NextFest for this demo was like really hard. So I understand that there's only like these really short little line responses, but all the tech is there, and then we just trying to get some more variants to it now.
This is already though so impressive. That's so cool. Okay, let's chat for a bit. Nice talking to you. Okay, so my relationship, she's indifferent to me right now, but her mood is warm. Can I make her not indifferent to me? I could flatter her. I feel like though flattery feels like, isn't flattery shallow? I feel like she might not feel that that's genuine.
That's true. You could give her a gift.
Oh,
some people like me, you can give her money.
Okay.
Dump all your money on her.
Okay. Here, I have something for you. Oh, I can give her... Do I have items right now?
I don't know, you have that letter. Give her the quest letter.
I think the quest letter's from her, isn't it? Yeah, it is. I can give her her letter back. She's like, here, I have a letter.
You can give her if you want to give her rations.
I'm gonna give her gold. I don't know what currency is like here. Like if, this is a lot of gold or like a little gold. I know that I don't have very much gold, but she doesn't know that. So like, is she gonna be offended that I give her money? Is that gonna be like saying, here, you look like you need money?
So answer is yes, it is possible. So
Oh.
every person is different, and some people might be offended that you're giving them, money, or you're not giving them very much money.
Oh
Other
no.
people will be like, "Hey, this is great, thank you." So, like, I've never met this person before, so I, as the designer, can't tell you.
Okay. Oh boy. It's like real socializing. Um,
Yeah, that's what we're trying to do.
that's
And I
amazing.
get right now it's pretty simplistic, but it's going to go way further than this.
Okay.
So Peculiar just asked, hey, there's a visitor. Is that another NPC I can interact with? Yes.
Ooh.
The world is alive. People are coming in and out of the buildings as you interact with them, and you can interact with the people in the bottom corner if you wanted.
Wow,
Um,
cool.
you could talk to anybody in the town.
Okay, is she gonna be offended that I left the conversation randomly to talk to this person?
No.
Okay, cool. We're gonna talk to him then. Germund doing nothing. He finishes up. Wanna hear a joke? Yes, I do.
Yeah, there's supposed to be a yes here, but it's
Okay.
currently broken.
um,
And so this is ridiculous, but there's like an entire joke stand-up system built into the game.
oh my
So
gosh.
the way that you learn jokes is by people telling you jokes, and you like collect the jokes, and then you take those jokes and then you go and tell them to people, but you can't tell a person the same joke twice. And so
Oh.
the more jokes that you find, the more jokes that you have that you can use on new people and build that relationship meter and stuff. So there's a whole
Oh my
collect all
gosh.
the jokes part to the game.
That's amazing, and I instantly know what I'm going to spend all my time doing, because that's kind of what that's what I've done in real life as a streamer. I've just like watched other people and been like, that's funny. I'm not gonna copy it exactly, but the vibe of what someone was saying. You absorb their humor. But I love that. We're gonna chat. Thanks for sharing.
Maybe people are starting to see why it's taken 9 years to make this game, because I spent
Yeah.
so much time on these ridiculous things. I spent a
Yeah.
lot of time on fishing and a lot of time on the joke system.
Hey, jokes are important. Laughing is so important in life. Like,
I agree. Yeah.
I think that's a very good use of the time for this game. He's ambivalent right now. I'm gonna compliment him. Yay! Look at that! From anyone else, I'm not sure I'd believe that. He forgives me, he's friendly, and he's indifferent. We went from ambivalent to indifferent.
But you brightened his mood,
That's
and
good.
that's where we're trying to go with this. So you have relationship, and then you have mood, and you can like insult people and make their mood bad, and you can encourage them and make their mood good, and that will have gameplay impact.
Wow, that's amazing. I love that. Um, I don't know why someone would insult people to make their mood bad intentionally, but um,
Yeah, we're still trying to find a reason for that. Like right now, it ticks people off and causes combat, but there has to be some kind of benefit to it gameplay wise. Otherwise, nobody will ever choose it.
I don't know. People seem to choose that in real life even without a benefit to
Okay, that's true. Well, it's supposed to make you feel good. So,
it.
in the moment, you might feel good telling someone off,
I
insulting them.
see. All right.
So there's a well-being
Mhm,
that it's a really important stat that doesn't exist in a lot of other role-playing
mhm,
games. And so your well-being is kind of like your mental
mhm,
emotional state. And so all these interactions, like you just encourage this person, right? Gave them a compliment, give them a good mood. That reflects well on your well-being. So like you yourself will feel better. And so if you go into combat, then you'll have a boost because you're in a good mood. And kind of like in The Sims. Like
mhm.
in The Sims, you get in these different moods, like
Right.
inspired or whatever, and then you go and you study
Mhm.
or you make something, and it comes out better because you were inspired. That's what we're going for. So again, we're at
That's
the beginning of all these things. This is pre-early access, so we're not even at early
uh-huh.
access. And so there's a lot of systems here, and they're not fully fleshed out yet. But that's where we're going with this.
But that's amazing. I love that so much. I'm like genuinely impressed. And I'm not just saying that to try and uh, boost your mood or boost a relationship stat.
Start
I mean that.
complimenting me. My little gem went green.
Yay! All right. Um, uh-oh, that's not what I meant to do. I
Well,
didn't mean
whatever
to
you're doing,
leave.
Hannah, people are liking it. We have 160 people now. So it's only going up.
Wow, that's so exciting. Hi, everyone. Welcome to those of you who just joined us. Thank you so much for stopping in. Um, I accidentally left the building. It's not what I wanted to do. Okay. Um, can I, like, collect friends in this game? Like, can I?
Yeah.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get to the point where you're like best friends, and you can sleep on their couch, and you can ask them to join you on your travels, and then you have a follower going around with you, and then every person has a like a secret friendship quest, and so once you get the relationship to this top level, then you're able to do a friendship quest, and then you're like BFFs forever. And there's a win condition for achieving that level with 5 people in one lifetime. So here's something to remember: you only live for so long in Archmage Rises. You only have 60 years or so. Like, you start at 16 and you go to maybe 70. So in Skyrim, you could do everything because there's no time limit. But this game is all about, what are you going to do with your life? Are you going to spend it building relationships with people and collecting friends? Are you going to be up in your mage tower studying and the most powerful ultra spell? Are you going to try and save the world? Are you going to destroy the world? Are you going to become the richest person? Like, you can't do it all, so you have to pick. And that's also why, like, we generate that new history and give you a new experience every time, so that when you go and you pursue those other life choices, that you have a fresh experience when you're pursuing those things.
Oh, that's so awesome. I love that. That's so great. And it's, like, interesting, because now I'm thinking ahead in even just my playthrough, what kind of life I want to live in this game. And the friendship sounds amazing. The save the world sounds amazing. And so I'm going to have to narrow things down. But for now, I'll start with just, like, befriending as many people as I can. I'm going to compliment Emma.
It's friendship quest. It's Friendship Rises, everybody.
Oh no. I'm gonna win at this game through the power of friendship. Her mood is friendly, and
that is possible.
Yeah, it is possible.
Yeah, it is possible to win the game through friendship. So there's something like I think there's 15 different like wins in the game. I love playing sandbox games, but I don't like that don't have a purpose or a win. And so we have put in kind of like Civilization. I forget if you play Civ. Do you play Civ?
I actually have not.
Okay. So anyways, for those that have played Civilization, there's lots of ways of playing Civilization. They give you a bunch of win conditions. So there's like a diplomatic win, there's a science win, there's a military win. So that's what we're trying to do with Archmage, is give people those kinds of choices. So if I recall, there's something like 15 different wins to the game, and one of them is friendship, the friendship win.
Yay! Awesome! Okay, I love to hear that. So then, I know where I'm going and what I'm going to be trying to do here. So I'm going to say, let's chat. And that did boost for our relationship. We're still indifferent. I feel like I should move ahead though now.
I think you should move ahead because it's going to take forever. It's designed that you build relationships over a lifetime, not like
all at once.
Not all at once. You go into a store, spam all the chat options, your best friends. Go to the next store, spam all the chat options.
Speed running like friendship.
Exactly.
Okay. I got your letter. What's this about? So you got my letter. Did anyone see you come in? Yes, the guy I was talking to probably did, but
I'm standing right there.
I'm gonna say I don't think so. Tell me more about this job. It's fine. You think they tell me what's going on in my own province? I wasn't even invited to the council. I got a letter from a mage named Alice Howard, who wants to talk to you. She's waiting for you at the Queen's Arms in Senega. Do what she asks, and they'll let you back into the conclave. That's all I know. Who is Alice Howard?
Before you continue on here, so this is a quest that we have crafted, like Nolan has written some of these lines, but what we do is we say, hey, we want somebody in this quest, like we kind of like casting characters in a play, and so we say, hey, there's a role here for somebody to be in another town, and we don't know who they are.
Whoa.
They could be male, they could be female. We don't know what job they have. We can define we want them to be like a mage, or we want them to be an innkeeper, or just anybody. And so I don't know who this person is. Alice Howard.
Wow.
I've played this quest 50 times.
Uh-huh.
I don't know who Alice Howard is. I don't know where the Queen's Arms in Singai is. I don't know where that city is. And so this is all part of the AI engine, or the AI GM that's behind the scenes, like picking this stuff and building the quest for you.
Wow, that's amazing. Okay, that's so cool. So,
but it doesn't really look like it, because it just looks like a bunch of quest text, just like any other game, right?
It's so cool, though.
Which is kind of the point. It's supposed
Yeah.
to play like any other role-playing game, except for the fact that there's an AI that's building the quest for you.
That's amazing. And so far, I mean, it seems like very deliberate quest writing. So the AI you've got is doing a good job. Okay.
It's all I can say. It's a good thing we hired a writer.
Yeah. So I'm gonna ask, who is Alice Howard? And you don't know.
Before the writer came in, it was good. Go here and do this.
And you're also not gonna know the answer to who is Alice Howard. So this is interesting for all of us. How should I know? She doesn't know either. Emma doesn't know who. No one knows who Alice is. I'm just a chapter master. I do what I'm told. She sounds like one of those Onyx agents, though, if you ask me. Conclave mages never miss a chance to give you all their titles and honorifics, but this one thing, nothing. No, this one, nothing. Onyx Order business, dead giveaway. What's the Onyx Order? Shadowy, that's what they are. Answer to no one but the Prime Magus. No councils, no rules, no records. They were supposed to root out renegades, but who knows what they get up to these days. Okay. Here, are you trying to get me censored? Sorry, my reading comprehension again just like suddenly declined very fast. We shouldn't be talking like this. Go do your job, get back in the Conclave's good graces, and thank Edarin for your good fortune. Oh, one more thing. Watch out for goblins. I heard rumors that the renegades are hiring them again. Okay. Trouble with skeletons is this next thing that I need to do for the quest to progress, right?
Actually, that's not true.
Oh.
I could see how you concluded that. She actually has another quest.
Oh.
We just put in these dynamic quests,
Mm-hmm.
and the idea is that there's different monster layers spread throughout the world, and if there's a monster layer that's close by, then the people of this town have a problem with skeletons, apparently.
Okay.
And so this person has a quest to go and fight some skeletons as well.
All right. My brain saw like the same symbol next to it and assumed that I needed to do all the things, but that is good to know that I'm accidentally going to pick up another quest. So then
Something else that's different about this game with quests in this game is that there's a time limit on things, which is very realistic. It's like, hey, I need you to get this thing to this person. It's urgent, right? And then what do you do in the game? Hey, go off and do 30 other things and come back. And then there's that guy still waiting for his letter, right? And so in Valon, in this game, people really care about the passage of time. Like, you have 2 weeks to get this letter to such place. And if you don't, not only does the quest fail, but the quest moves forward. So maybe the person gets killed because they didn't get the information they needed, or maybe the army, now goes and attacks the town and whatever, all because you didn't do the quest. So every quest has some kind of fallout for doing it. So this is not the kind of game where you go and just collect up all the quests. Oh, I'm in this zone. I'll just collect all the things that I need to do, because they'll all start expiring on you and all start failing out, and all kinds of bad things will happen.
Okay, responsibility. Got it. Thank you for the heads up.
Responsibility simulator.
Yeah, responsibility simulator. Oh boy. Okay.
This is for Gen Z to help with responsibility.
Oh, all right. Okay. So do I leave? I leave and I go to find Alice, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, you're supposed to be playing. I'm not.
Oh yes, right. Okay. Sorry. Okay, so I'm gonna leave and I'm gonna go look for Alice, and I'm gonna try and figure out where she was.
Let's see if you can do this quest in 45 minutes.
In 45 minutes. Okay, let's go. I instantly forgot what Emma told me about where I'm supposed to go and help. What I'm supposed to do. Oh no. I'm supposed to leave, right? Because she was in another town, right? Right?
Yeah, it's in your quest log.
Okay.
Clearly, we need some UI work in
Where
order to
is my...
help you find your quest log.
That's also... I'm just really bad at finding, like...
It's down in the center near the date and time.
Date and time. Ah. Okay. Yes.
You found
awesome.
it.
Yay! Alright. Okay. At the inn... Okay, here we go. This is where we're gonna go. And I'm gonna close it. We'll leave. We're gonna exit through the gate. We don't need to sneak out. I did nothing wrong. Okay. Let's see. So how do I get there?
Well, you could ask people for directions. That's something we just built in.
Oh my gosh, that's amazing. Okay. So I should probably go back to the town, actually. Pardon?
I can't tell you where to go because I don't know, because it's your world.
Okay, alright, I'm gonna go back into town. No, then I'm gonna have to pay the toll again.
Yeah, you will.
Okay, I'm gonna go this way. And I'm gonna...
Okay, you see those weird little crossed swords sitting there?
Yes.
Those are monster patrols that have encountered each other, and the monsters are fighting each other.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So like I could go get in on that fight if I wanted to, which I don't.
If you want to.
But I could. There's a little... I'm gonna go this way. Oh, Oh no! Spiders! Oh, that's not... I'm gonna stealth. Failure, enter combat, ambushed. Oh, that's not good. Oh, I did it anyway. Okay. Oh no. Oh, okay. Alright, stealth improved to 1. That's good. Okay. Success! That's good! Okay. Awesome. I successfully avoid detection by the spider. That's good. I'm leaving. Oh no. Another spider. And now I'm hearing wolves. Oh, okay. Run. If I fail, I enter combat ambushed. Also,
So real quick, you can pull up your character sheet, and then you can see what your current skills are.
Oh.
Those are your skills,
Okay.
right? And this is based on the childhood that you had, right? You made some choices there. So these are the skills. So what happens is you roll a d20, and then adds whatever your skill is to it. So your stealth is 1, so you roll a d20 and you get a 12, you add 1, 13.
Okay.
So if you go back to what you're looking at, when you hover over those, it tells you what the difficulties are on a 20-sided dice. So that tells you like how hard it is.
Okay. So, it's harder then to run, correct?
Yeah, it's harder to outrun giant spiders.
Valiantly turn around.
Like you only get 2.
Okay.
Clearly, it'll beat you in a foot race.
Yeah. I'm gonna try stealth again. Oh, okay. Stealth skill improved to 2. Success! Yes! Awesome. Okay. Let's see. And I'm going to leave it alone and not mess around with the spiders. It's 8 p.m. Like, I know for some games it gets more dangerous at night. Do I have to worry about that?
Yes. You are correct.
Ah, okay. So, it seems like...
Not currently implemented, but yes, there's more monster patrols at night, and Chat started a funny joke. For 8 eyes, they sure see bad.
It's true. Or maybe I'm just really stealthy. Maybe I'm so stealthy.
So yes, there's a day-night cycle, and it matters. That's what I want the player to be thinking. Like, okay, I gotta get to this other town. Oh wait, it's going to become nightfall while I'm on the road.
Mhm.
Am I okay with that, or
Mhm.
am I going to stay here and leave in the morning? Those are the kind of decisions I want to start making.
Okay, clearly I didn't think that far in advance, and now the gate is closed and I'm locked out of town.
You can wait for the gate to open. It's basically you just sit down and start playing on your phone. I mean,
Okay.
start reading. I don't know what people did in medieval times. Apparently, they had no phones.
They didn't. I guess they read or did drawing art on
They fought
parchment.
deeply. That's what they did.
They
They just
did.
fought.
Yeah. Have you ever done that where you're like waiting and instead of going on your phone, you just sit there and you think? Because like,
Yeah, thinking's good.
it's great. I've done that and it's fun.
I've fought once or twice.
I've thought one time, and it was about what to do about the spider problem. Okay, I'm gonna spend money to go inside, and I'm gonna start to ask around. Um,
Yeah, makes sense.
let's see who would probably know where I should go. I mean, the town center seems like a good place to go, right? Cyward is writing. He gestures towards you. Don't waste my time.
You see his little red gem, right? He's in a
Yeah.
bad mood. So that's
Oh.
why he said, don't waste my time, because he's in a bad mood.
Okay, so I'm not gonna waste his time.
Oh, you can ask him. It's okay.
Oh, well, I'm gonna start with how his day is going. Maybe he needs to talk about, like, what is making him upset.
Okay.
So you can rub brimstone in my... Okay, well, he didn't like that. That made things worse. So I'm just gonna ask him how to... Oh, okay, the town of... Okay. Alright, so he did tell me where to go.
So this is a system that we had to build into the game that other games, don't need, because we don't know where any of the quest things are going to be.
Yeah.
So we had to make a way for you to find where is this place that I'm supposed to go to, and it's like, I don't know. So we had to build a system for you to be able to have these questions. We actually keep track of your questions, people you're looking for, towns you're looking for, and then you're able to ask those questions of NPCs, and then different NPCs will know the answers or not know the answers based on their job and how much knowledge they have, etc. So
all right.
I know it looks just like a regular prompt in any other video game, but you have to build this whole system in order to support it.
That's amazing. All right. And I just noticed this plant. I'm so sorry, it's so random, but this plant in the background, and it kind of drew my attention to the background. The art is really beautiful. It's making my eyes happy to look at this art style and the backgrounds.
That's awesome. That's what we should title the next broadcast. Happy Eyes.
Happy eyes, yes. Okay, so I got my information. I'm gonna leave, and I don't know why I would need to bribe the guard to go in, because people seem to like me. 2 out of 3 people in this town like me so far, or at least are indifferent to me. So, but I'm gonna leave, and I'm gonna go. He said south of something. What did he say? Southwest?
Yeah.
Okay.
Just so everybody knows, I don't come with the video game. Right? So no questions you're asking. This is only for you, Hannah.
Thank you. Well, other people are probably going to have paid attention and they're going to figure out what they're doing. And they're not going to sit here and go, how do I do this? Where do I go? Help. Okay, so...
Josh just said that's his life goal, that everyone at least be indifferent to me.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so southwest. This way. This way. 'Cause that's... Alright. I can't go through that water, though.
That's not southwest.
That's not?
That's southeast.
Right you are. Southwest. We're gonna go this way. Okay. Yay! I know directions. And we're gonna keep going that way. But it looks like there's some monsters fighting.
Yep.
I'm gonna go around them. I feel like I have time for that. I accidentally took too much time, and now it's nighttime again. I also discovered tracks, I think.
Yep.
Okay, cool. And there's a bog over here. How do I follow the tracks?
You click where you're standing, and then there's a
Ah,
way to. Yeah,
okay.
clearly not obvious.
I opened this.
Yeah, just click it.
There we go. Oh, okay, okay. Alright. Unidentified tracks. Thank you. Unidentified tracks. They lead to the lair. Hidden dungeon.
Wow, you found a dungeon already.
Wow! And there's signs of spiders. Should we do the dungeon or the quest?
It's a self-directed game, Hannah.
Okay, chat, what would you guys rather see me do? This dungeon or the quest?
You got 180 people watching to see what will Hannah do.
I know that at least one of those 180 people have to have an opinion on what they want to see me do. So, be brave, speak up. Tell me what you'd like me to do between these options.
So, one of the reasons we have a track system, and then, you know, like everything else in the game, it needs more love and attention. But how do you find where the lairs are for these monsters? You know, you don't know where they are. It's not like somebody can just go and tell you, oh yeah, they all come from here. So following tracks, using your survival skill in order to follow the tracks, in order to locate where the dungeon and where the lair is, and then going into the dungeon and cleaning it out. That yeah, that's what you can do. Like, awesome. So when you saw that quest about skeletons, then it's like, okay, well, where are the skeletons? Like, I don't know, you gotta go find some tracks and you gotta like follow them to their lair. Okay. Awesome. So people are saying dungeon.
Okay.
One person says quest, dungeon, quest, prepare for the dungeon.
Oh, prepare for the dungeon. That's smart. It sounds like the majority want me to go like head first into this dungeon. So
they just want you to die, Hannah.
Maybe you're right. How attached am I to being alive?
Rises.
I'm pretty attached to being alive.
So you bring up a good point where that's where we try to be different than, say, Dragon Age or Skyrim or something, where you can just load your save game, right? It's just like, I just do stuff and whatever, right? This is, you know, every choice is supposed to be meaningful and have consequences, and so you're thinking about it right? Like, what am I willing to risk my life over this?
Yeah.
And, you know, the answer is yeah. I think I am. So I feel as a designer like that, as a player, that's like pretty exciting instead of just yet another, like, go fetch me the thing, go kill all the things, bring it back to me. Like, I don't know. I like that. So you're going through it. Okay, so Peculiar says you only live once, Hannah. To the dungeons.
Okay. I mean, but there's that thing where it's like, if your friends jumped off a cliff, would you jump with them? And it's like, do I want to? At the same time...
Well, tell you to do it, you will.
Let's see. I did ask chat for their opinion, so I feel like I have to honor the fact that I asked and that they answered and responded, and I told everyone to tell me what to do. And then if I don't do what they said, I feel like that's just not having integrity in what I asked them. So I'm gonna go for it. I'm scared.
The dungeons are calling Hannah.
Okay. I'm in the dungeon. I should have read all of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You're playing like everybody. Click. Hey, wait a minute. I don't know how to play.
Yeah, I feel like all the things I've been like, where do I go? What do I do? If I'd read, I would have known. Okay.
Tough problem as a game designer.
Yeah. But I guess in this game, you've set it up nicely where people learn the hard way then. That they actually need to pay attention to what the game is telling them. Or they die.
We got a question.
Oh.
Are the dungeons procedurally generated as well? Yes! Everything you see in the dungeons has been built by AI, decorated by AI, so that you get a new, fresh experience. Every dungeon you go into is different. So I can't tell you, Hannah, where to go or what you'll see.
Oh my gosh, amazing. I feel like in the chat we need like a round of applause for that AI and for you guys designing such a a competent AI, because it's doing a lot of work, and it's doing it very well, which is exciting. So
Some funny comments in the chat here. Dero says, reads none of the game text. This game is garbage.
yeah,
And
that's a
another
lot.
one is Shattenstone says, "Don't worry, it isn't in like important hints. Tutorials could save your life or anything."
Oh man, it's so true. We just like so many people run through the tutorial and complain that the game doesn't work, and it's like because you're not playing the game. Okay, I have choices. I'm gonna go up the stairs. I found a hill, and I think I accidentally left the dungeon because I think
Yeah,
up
you
the
laugh.
stairs was the way I came in. So I'm gonna go through here. You can also use the arrow keys. Okay. Entering a room could be dangerous. You could encounter a patrol of monsters. Oh boy, okay. If the wall behind you has a door on it, a button will appear at the bottom of your screen, allow you to go in that direction. Okay. It's dark. I'm
Yeah.
frightened.
Okay, you remember when you started and you picked a teacher?
Yes,
The teacher taught you a spell. Do you know what spell that was?
I have
Light.
light. Is that
This
this?
is where you need it. Yeah, this is where you need it.
How do I use it? Do I cast it on myself? Yes.
Yeah.
5 stamina for 6 hours. I
With
have,
spell casting in the game, the idea is that sometimes you just want to cast a spell like a
yeah.
little bit of the spell, or sometimes you're like all in, like I absolutely need every ounce of energy thrown into this spell. So you're
Nice.
able to control basically how much mana or how much energy it's taking. And so the fundamental resource of the game is stamina, which is down in the bottom left, that golden
Yes.
globe. And so you can decide, how much stamina to invest in this spell. And as you get better and better at fire magic, then you'll get longer and longer time periods for this spell with the same amount of stamina cost, right? So you still put 4 stamina in, but you would get maybe 10 hours
Okay.
instead of 5.
Okay. Super cool. Um, I it's now 8:30 p.m. in game again. So clearly I'm not being very good with time management. So I feel like I'm gonna do this middle amount, because that'll give me 6 hours of light, and I think I need that. So I'm gonna cast that. Special casting
It's
0.
just telling you what I just told you.
Okay. It's also telling me I'll die if I run out of stamina. uh, okay. Huh? Uh-huh. Trapped by points of interest. Okay.
So you can look around as you see, and then there's sometimes things you can search and
Oops.
oops, yeah.
Fixed it. We're fine. So I see another door. There's a lot of skeletons, which is not.
Those are people that didn't read the tutorial.
Yes. Oh, I go this way. Ah, now I have choices. There's this the door I came. This is probably the one.
You're always facing north in the dungeons,
Okay.
which might be a little weird to people, but anyway, that's what works. So
Ooh,
you're always, hey, you found a rest
nice.
key,
I'm assuming this with that. Maybe?
and you can see where you are on your mini map up in the top corner.
Ah, nice. Thank you.
If you click it, you'll get a nicer map.
Oh, that's cool. Okay, that makes things make much more sense. Because now I know I have not gone that way. Okay. Also, I found a bandage. That seems useful.
Okay, we have a question. Can you play as different kinds of magic users like a druid, or only roleplay as one? The answer is druid magic is something that is not included in Archmage right now, like shapeshifting and such, but it's going to come. It might come as DLC, but I've been playing Deadfire and really enjoying turning into a giant shark monster, and I think that's super cool. So
Nice.
it's coming in some form. I don't know when we'll get to that, but it's coming.
Awesome. Some doors may require you. I have a key! Uh-oh, it said beware. Something. I'm just gonna be more careful. I can use the key.
So you see there that it has a lockpick option. So you can, if you went to the outfitter, that's where you can get those kinds of things for adventuring: torches, rope,
Oh.
lockpicks, etc.
Ah, nice. So like whenever that a bunch of people were saying I should go back and prepare for the dungeon, that's what they meant. And then I jumped head first in. Okay, so now I go this way. That way.
So each one of these rooms has like a different theme, and we try to decorate it based on that theme.
Nice.
And then the items that you get, like you're in a kitchen area, right? So of course you would find wine in a kitchen area. You know, it doesn't make sense to find, I don't know, books in a kitchen, for instance. You would find those in a library.
Awesome, yeah. And I think wine was like really common in kitchens, because like, most of it's probably because I don't know, there wasn't a lot of other seasonings, were there?
Yeah, you're. If you look at the map, it also show you like a little symbol of what kind of room it was. Like you see the little chef hat.
Nice.
So it just helps you get your bearings. You know, that was that kitchen room.
Yeah, nice. So I have found a lot of items, I think, so far. In my opinion, I got a bandage and ale and some wine. Oh, they increase my wealth. Interesting.
Everybody knows drinking makes you happy.
Yeah. Let's see. I'm gonna go, right. And now I went back to where. Oh, it was an ale room.
Yeah, it's like a tavern room or something.
Ah, nice. A social gathering.
Yeah.
I didn't mean to go this way, but it's nice to know that I can go that way. Let's go straight ahead. Oh! Statue.
Is there anything to search in here? Guess not.
It's not.
Right.
This is
lousy AI. Decorated for nothing.
It's a nice statue. This was probably a very important room to the people who lived there.
Yeah.
I'm gonna start just going backwards until I find something new. Nice. Let's go this way. Now I'm gonna go this way. Oh, this thing. I found a dungeon map. Yeah, that's helpful. That seems like... and a torch! Nice! I am now equipped to do the thing that I'm doing. So those doors are red. I'm assuming that means they're locked?
They're doors you haven't been through.
Oh, awesome. That's good, because I was gonna look at that.
Or maybe they're locked.
It is locked. Use all your might to destroy the door, at least enough to be able to travel past. 25% chance of alerting nearby monsters. I can live with that. The door regrets ever being made. Oh, I didn't want the door to regret being made. I just needed to get through it. Here's a table. I found more wine. How's my well-being? It's fine. I feel like I should drink some of this and increase my well-being. Did it work?
I don't know. Did it do anything?
I'm the same.
Oh no. Lousy game.
It also might just be that I didn't do things properly.
Also looks like you're missing a icon for the key or something.
Oh.
I don't know.
Okay. Once again, okay. No visible handle or latch. Well, I was prepared to barge through the door, but It's been decided I'm not allowed to do that this time. A slight hum emanates from its center. Touching the door reveals it is vibrating and warm to the touch. You'll need to find the corresponding lever to open this door. Okay.
It might be right in front of you there.
Yeah.
Over on the right.
Right here?
Keep
Here!
going.
Yes! Nice. Distance something has opened. I opened it! Thank you.
Your spell wore off.
Oh, what? Was that? Wow. It's 3 a.m.
6 hours.
Oh my gosh! Time is going by so fast! Okay. That's... wow. I was not tracking. I have to pay attention to the time. It's 3 a.m. Okay. I have to do a better job of noticing what time it is. Now, go downstairs. I'm like frightened. I'm gonna run into monsters. There's blood on the floor. That cannot be good.
Have you ever been in a room with blood on the floor and go, it's a good thing?
No. But like, I don't know. It's like an especially bad thing when I'm alone in a dungeon.
So one of the things that goes along with this AI decoration is it looks to see what kind of creatures are living in this dungeon and starts to decorate. So you see the blood stains and the bones. That's because of the spiders that are in here.
Oh.
It would look slightly different based on other races.
Wow.
Again, like most things in the game, there's more to come in that respect because we're pre-early access here. Like this game isn't even in early access, never mind being finished.
That's so cool though. Terrifying because like now there's visual evidence that I may encounter spiders, and I just wasn't. That I was like monsters. The abstract concept of monsters maybe being in this dungeon, but now I'm like, yeah, I could open a door and die instantly. But I found another torch, so that's good, and another torch. I'm being given a lot of torches, and a bandage, which is good. This will prepare me for from monsters, I assume. Where am I? I'm here. Wait, is there? Yes, there. Ah! A trail of rations. Simple. Nice. I will not starve. And I found a beer.
You won't die of thirst either.
Awesome. I will definitely not die of thirst. I found another one. This is exciting. Okay, we're gonna go. Oh, insight discovered. Perception skill improved to 2. Nice. We like perceiving things.
Yeah, you detected a trap.
Uh-oh. Okay. Thin wire runs from the lever to the wall. Well, I could trigger it. It's +2 to dodging it. This ingenious trap is rendered inert encased in ice. That's gonna cost me 25 stamina and I have 70. Do I feel like that's overkill? No. Okay. Pardon?
Oh, nothing. It was just explaining that, okay. Hey, you're low on stamina. You can go to the town and rest and recover.
Awesome. I should, but I'm not gonna. I disabled the thing, so I am going to continue forward then.
You didn't pull the lever.
Oh, whoops. To pull the lever. Uh-oh. Where was that? Where? What? That was up here, right?
Yeah, I think it was east and north. North, I think you were?
Yeah, here we go. Okay, now I can...
Yeah.
The lever was designed solely to trigger a trap. Okay. Then
oops. I didn't know that.
Well, it's good, though, that I disarmed the trap, then. Okay. The door mocks your futile attempt to open it. I'm gonna... No. I'm not gonna bash in the door, because then my stamina will be really low. And now I'm stuck.
You can look around for the key.
Oh, that's true.
It'd be right there. Nope. Another torch.
I love that. I go straight for I have to bash the door and there's no other way. Great reasoning on their part.
Yeah, so you can see on your mini map places you have not been. Right? There's like a darker color there, and it's a little faded out on your map because you haven't been to it.
Ah, okay, cool.
So it looks like you've been to every other room, so the key must be in the one place you haven't been.
Mm-hmm. Is that the only way through? It looks like I could go back up.
The key wouldn't be up on the second.
Oh, really?
On the floor. Yeah, it's going to be on this floor.
Okay.
There's a secret insider dev trick.
Nice. Thank you.
The keys are always on the same floor.
Awesome. That makes things more straightforward. I won't run up and down the stairs a bunch of times. And not find it. I could go back to the town and rest. Or I could continue forward.
Try to get that key.
Okay. I'm worried about my low stamina, though.
Oh, that might be
nice.
There you go.
Awesome. Okay. Ceiling debris is on top of the chest. I hope that doesn't mean ceiling slip. Giving out. Yeah, I was just saying, because I'm a little worried about how low my stamina is, with the fact that my response to everything so far has been to use more stamina. So I'm worried that's going to become a... But we'll see, it's fine. We unlocked... Oh no! Ambush! Oh no. Okay. Uh-oh. Oh no. Okay. So now is me trying not to die. Okay. If you die, you must start over. You are weak, but your spells are strong. Use a shield spell to protect you from damage. If enemies hit you, you may break bones or lose the use of limbs. All I have is bandages. I don't think that's gonna fix that. Each combat round, you gain action points. To spend, spells vary in the number of action points they take to cast. Okay, to cast a spell, click on it, and use the slider. We did that, I can also attack with a weapon. If I have no weapon, I will attack with my fists. They take AP, but no stamina. They vary in their range and effectiveness. I have two other actions, pass and run. Passing will end your turn, but save your action points to a later turn. Run allows you to escape battles that are too hard. Caltrops or invisibility improves your ability to run. I have invisibility because that was one of the things.
You only got one spider.
Oh. Let's see. Scratch the Venom Spitter is level 1.
Yeah, we have turn-based tactical combat here, and one of the things we try to do is integrate some of the world into the combat, and so you see those chests that are there. If you destroy them in combat, then they're destroyed in the world and you won't get whatever is inside of them. And so it's trying to provide some different reasons, to do one spell versus another.
Okay.
You can't just fireball everything.
Alright, awesome. I noticed that down here it says scratch the Venom Spitter says scree, and to that I say scree in return. We shall do battle. I feel like
somebody's liking the animations. They're asking, are they made in Spine? Yes, all of the animation Archmage Rises is done in Spine, and we have Ruby is our lead animator, I guess, so she's done a lot of the animations in Spine in the game. Jesse also helps with rigging, and then we have another person, Angel, another person, Chris. There's been like a lot of people over the years that have been involved in this.
Nice. I'm also noticing there's some very epic music going on, and I love that. I also really like, I don't think anyone heard it, but the title screen music. Because music for me in games is a very big deal, so I'm curious who you have doing music, because it's really good.
James Marintet is our musician and audio director, and he's been on the project for, I don't know, since the beginning, like almost 9 years. And he was just working contract, but then through a series of events, I ended up coming to Defiance full time, and he's been able to do a lot of great audio work on the game, and hopefully people will really enjoy the music and as well as the sound effects. Like the sound effects are trying to like make you feel like you're right there.
Yeah.
So that's what he's been doing. Yeah.
That's so awesome. It's really good. Okay. I'm not sure. Oh, there's lesser invisibility, so I could use that and run. But there's only Scratch the Venom Spitter, and I told him we'd do battle. So, I am going to use my lesser magic missile. I think. I'm gonna use 3 stamina, because I don't have much stamina. And I'm going to do that.
So what you saw there is you did a certain amount of damage, and then you also gained XP. So there's 2 ways of getting new spells in the game. You gain experience points in the School of Magic by practicing it. Like just going around and shooting fireballs, you go up in Fire School. Shooting magic missiles, you go up in the Arcane School.
Nice.
The other way is through research. So reading books gives you experience, which you use that experience in order to get new spells or get upgrades to your spells. So it's possible to customize all the spells that you have, and then and also any given game, I don't know what spells are going to be available in that game world. So we have like say 40 spells, but some of them get lost in the passage of time, like when that history generation is happening.
Wow.
So 5 of them might be gone.
Oh my
You can't get them, and so that's hopefully going to make the game feel different. Like maybe in one game you use lightning bolt like all the time, and then you go another game and there is no lightning bolt, and so you have to find new ways to play and experience the game.
Oh, that's so awesome! I love that. Okay, I'm gonna do more missiles because that worked, and I like that it worked. So I'm gonna send more missiles his way, and I did it. I did not die, which is awesome, and I got 25 XP, which is also awesome. That is very good news, and now there's this... Uh-oh, what happened?
You left.
I left?
You clicked the teleporter, you didn't get any loot.
Oh no! Whoops, okay.
Good dungeon crawling there, Hannah.
Oh no!
Hey, but as I say in the chat, you didn't die, so congratulations.
Didn't die. Thank you. Thank you. Yes, that's true. My goal was definitely to not die. So we did that, and I fought a spider, and I didn't die doing that. And now that I'm outside, and I did enter and explore the dungeon like I said I would, I'm going to leave and go back to that main quest. Now that I've spent...
You just discovered that dungeon, it's on your map as a place that you can go. Right? It's only there because you discovered it. So there's lots of other stuff in the world, but you haven't discovered it. So that's why your map is empty.
Okay, awesome. So the direction I was supposed to be going was southeast, and I found that dungeon detouring around the monsters that we're fighting, and they're not fighting anymore. And now it's morning. So I'm gonna keep going... Sorry, southwest. Did I say southeast? I don't know.
Yeah.
I did, right? Okay. Yeah. So I'm going to continue this way. This is southwest, right? Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, goblins attack me. Okay.
Uh-oh.
Town has barely disappeared over the horizon when you meet trouble. With a yelp and a scuffle, a band of filthy, scrawny creatures tumbles from their hiding place in the underbrush onto the road before you. Goblins. A croaking cry of, "We wait, we kill," is the only warning you have before they set upon you with weapons that are crude and ugly and all too sharp. Oh no, I have no choice but to fight them. I will fight. Oh, there's 3 of them. Okay. 4 of them! He's hiding behind a tree. So sneaky. I don't have a lot of stamina, but the missile technique seemed to work pretty well. So I'll open with that. And wait, how much health does he has 32? Okay. I'm gonna, you know what? I'm gonna do this. I'm just gonna go for it. This one I'm gonna attack. Is this rock gonna block me?
Yes.
Oh, okay, so I'm not gonna attack him. I'm gonna attack... Oh, but that's a... like... I don't need that much to get this guy. I'm gonna... attack this one. Okay. That's good. And I'm also going to get this guy. And now I'm... Oh no, okay, they use conceal. Okay.
Now they're harder to hit.
Oh, okay. So I won't use... How much stamina? Oh my goodness. I'll use less stamina on that in case I miss, but the rock is in my way.
Yeah.
Let's see. I'm gonna use that actually, because I feel like they are gonna start to attack me. And I don't have that much stamina, so I'll use that. And I could just run away, but I am gonna cost a lot of AP to do that.
Yeah, you have to do that on a full turn. You can't do that on a partial turn.
Ah, yes, right. Okay.
I think you can do it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay. Should I start by breaking this rock or tree then with more missiles?
Yeah, basically that's
All right.
that's how it works.
How much?
There are spells that you can get in order to push and pull people around.
Okay.
You can. I think the bow might shoot over things like rocks and such, but
cool.
yeah, there's supposed to be like a lot of tactical decisions in the combat. We don't have everything in quite yet. We're working on combat right now.
Okay.
And it'll be better by the end of the week.
Okay. So I destroyed the rock.
Yeah. And now you don't have enough AP in order to do anything, so you just pass your turn.
Okay.
Yeah, you click that or you hit space bar to pass.
Awesome.
And I guess you're back to your turn. They didn't do anything.
Okay. All right. I'm maybe gonna do myself in though, with this whole stamina issue that I've created for myself. That didn't kill him.
You got him.
It hit him, but
yep.
Let's see. I'm gonna hit him again. There we go. Okay. All right. Nice.
Oh, you're the one who ran away.
Okay, cool. He didn't feel like
so every
around.
race has specific features to it, and so the goblins are cowardly.
Ah.
So if you can do some damage to the goblins, then the rest of the goblins will just run away.
Okay, all right. Well.
And, yeah.
He did not stick around to avenge his friends, and that works for me. There's
well,
more.
You did it. You played an hour and a half straight of Archmage Rises, and it didn't crash, which I'm amazed at.
Oh my goodness.
And it seems like you had some fun there, Hannah.
I had so much fun. And I didn't realize how much time... Just like in the game, I wasn't realizing how much time was going by. I didn't realize that in real life how much time had gone by. That is so cool. This... Like,
how about... Go ahead.
Sorry, I was just gonna feel like... speaking. It feels like there's still so much to explore on both, like, the main quest and the side quest and everything, which is so exciting.
So let's do this again on Saturday. We have another NextFest time scheduled on Saturday. I should know the time. Where is that thing? Saturday at 4 p.m. Eastern. we can do this again, and we can see if Hannah can finish the quest that
Awesome.
she started. Awesome. Well, thank you everybody who watched and participated. We really appreciate it. There's a lot of life and heart that went into making this game. I can't believe it didn't crash. I kept telling Hannah, I'm like, it's going to crash, so don't freak out like when it crashes on you. Anyways, it didn't crash. So thanks for all the testers out there that helped us to find a lot of the problems. There were problems like you couldn't get out of combat, or the goblins never actually appeared, so they were invisible. They were attacking you, but they were invisible. You couldn't actually see them and stuff. So anyways, we've been through so many things. It's to get it this stable. And anyway, so Shatterstorm, thank you. You just downloaded the demo.
Wow,
thank
nice.
you, Hannah. You got a download. You're an amazing streamer.
Oh, awesome! Thank you.
And you led the download, so that's great.
Amazing.
So we'll pick this up, I guess on Saturday. So thanks everyone.
Thank you all so much for joining us. I hope that you guys had as much fun watching as I had fun playing.
If people want to watch you stream other games, where can they find you?